Welcome back to the channel. My name is Gene Garan. On today's video, we're gonna talk about something everyone wants to do in real estate. How to flip a property with zero money out of your pocket. So a lot of you probably see a lot of information online that's saying, oh, use OPM. There's a lot of information out there. In this video, I'm gonna make it very simple for you to understand how to structure this deal and how to find these deals so you can properly set them up, and how to actually get people involved in this deal so you can actually close on it and flip a property, or even use this same formula to create rental properties. All right, before we get started, I wanna make this a quick disclaimer. You'll never really flip a property or do anything without money, for sure. You're gonna use other people's money. So OPM is almost 100% of the way. So how much of that money do you want to give, or how much do you want to relinquish if you're actually going to flip one or get into real estate? That is completely up to you. But how do you do this? What you essentially have to do is find distressed properties, or find a property that maybe it's not even on the market, it's off market. Find and locate these properties and structure the deal in a way that you can bring partners in on the deal. So how do you do that? So first, you want to go look on the MLS, you want to talk to wholesalers, you want to talk to people in your area that you want to farm. So if you want to look for, let's say my back door is Florida, Central Florida. So that means Orlando, Kissimmee, Ocoee, even all the way up to Lake County and Polk County. So I farm these areas. So when I find a deal, for example, if I don't have the money, I need to bring partners in on the deal. So generally people will say OPM. We call it gap funding. There's a lot of people have different names for it. Gap funding is essentially you have a partner that's coming in on a deal that has the capital to help you. So there's a lot that goes with that, right? There's a lot of things when you're not using any of your money that has to have some legal documents drawn up, a lot of stuff. But the biggest thing that you're going to have to do first is actually find a deal, because finding a deal is the hardest part. Getting the money is the easy part. But in order to get the money, you have to structure the deal the right way. What do I mean by that? Essentially this. So you find a deal, you want to bring somebody else in. So you got to figure out how much money are you willing to give that person. So do you need $30, $40, $50,000? Are you willing to give 5, 8, or 10%, 12, 13, 14, 15%? How much return is that person going to make on their money for taking a chance on you? Now, a lot of you, this is your first, deal. You may not get somebody to really believe in you and give them your money. Now, I'm not gonna say that it's not 100% possible. You can actually do it. Just say you might have a harder time. So I would highly recommend along the way, if you're trying to do that aspect of real estate, you want to start showcasing that you're actually involved in real estate. Think about it. If you come up to me and I know nothing about what you're doing in real estate, you just say, hey, I have a deal and I need money for it. And you don't do the right proposal. You don't tell me, hey, how much money I'm making, how much this deal is projected to make, how much renovation am I gonna do to this deal, where am I getting it, do I have it on the contract? If you don't know any of these things to present to this person, and you never told them that you're gonna get into real estate, 9 times out of 10, it might not even give you any money. So you want to start showcasing that you're actually looking into this. So everyone you talk to, hey, I'm getting into real estate investing, I'm learning more about it, because you wanna prepare this person that you're gonna look for to give you gap funding to actually know that you're really learning, that you're taking your time to understand this. So it's not just, I'm just gonna get money from someone else. No, you have to show people that you can actually do what you say you're gonna do, and you spent the time to prepare to do what you said you're gonna do. So let's get back to the structure of the deal. Let's say you're gonna give the person 10%. So if someone loans you $40,000, you're essentially gonna give them back $4,000 plus their principal. So you're gonna give them their principal, which is the $40,000 plus the interest, which is 4. So they're getting back $44,000. Next thing you gotta figure out is what's the length of time. New investors, typically you're gonna take anywhere between 6 to 8 months for deals. So I highly recommend that you tell someone that you're gonna take 8 to 10 months to give yourself some cushion. Now, is 10% enough for that person? Depending if they're not doing anything with that money, that might be good. You might have to bump it up to 12%, maybe 15%. So you gotta figure out this in your equation. That's one. Now, once you found this deal, did you buy it for the right price? Because now you can get the money from these people, right? And you can actually do the flip. So now you got a contract, you have a gap funder. Now the last part of the equation is hard money. So hard money is gonna fill in the gap for the remaining money that you need. So let's say the gap funding is only essential for the down payment and to cover their insurance you're gonna pay, also those interest only payments you're gonna pay for hard money. So you're following along. So here's the thing, you need a contract. Well, first you need knowledge, contract, the gap funding, and then hard money. Once you put all those together, you can actually flip a property with zero money. But in between that, you need to know what to do along the way. So typically what I tell people what to do is create a PDF you can get from Canva, create a little packet that you can always plug some numbers in saying, hey, this is the property that I need the money for the gap funder. And then once you have that, you have the gap funding secured. Now, one thing I'm gonna tell you right now, there are people that say they have money and they don't really have money. So you make sure you verify with your gap funder that they are serious. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, once you get approved for hard money and you have a set closing date, ooh, please close. Please make sure you close. And make sure you have the money. If you're in Florida, you're looking for gap funders, I have a whole bunch of resources, particularly for new investors, shameless plug. But please make sure you can close, please. So once you have those things put aside, you can actually close on your deal. Now you're gonna say, hey, how do I structure this? Like I mentioned, go to Canva, prepare that. Make sure you know how to do your scope of work, meaning that scope of work is the rehab you're going to do for the project. You can clearly explain that to an investor who's coming in. Also, make sure that your credit score is somewhat decent. I'm gonna tell you why in a little bit. That's very important. If you borrow money from people, your credit score needs to be good. No if and buts about it. I'm gonna tell you a little bit why. But what I'm telling you right now is, once you get that structured, you get the hard money, you apply for that. The hard money is gonna tell you you need 10, 20% down. Well, this 40 you just got from the gap funder can cover the 10% down and cover along the ways your interest payments for 1 or 2 months. So sometimes you wanna get enough money to do the deal. Don't just get just the bare minimum. If you're going to do a deal with no money out of your pocket, get enough with a cushion. If you know you need 40, get 50. If you know you need 60, get 70. I'd rather have the cushion to get through the deal than not have the cushion to be stuck in the middle of the deal and you can't complete it because of lack of money. Yes, that happens. And it happens more often than you think. So a lot of people tell you, hey, you can do flipping with no money in your pocket, but if you don't have money to finish it, you get stuck in this little loop until you figure that piece out, and you pay money daily, you pay interest daily. So once you get the hard money, you get that, you can actually close on your deal. So what I tell people all the time is you can actually flip a property with no money in pocket, but you gotta know how to structure it the right way. You gotta network to meet people. You gotta know exactly what you're doing. Maybe get coached by someone to make it easier for you. Or you can watch a lot of my YouTube videos, go through the whole thing, where I teach you how to do SOPs. I teach you how to do the SOW. I teach you how to teach you about hard money. I teach you about everything you need on my YouTube channel to actually structure a deal. So this was the only thing that was missing, was to teach you how to do the structuring for the private money. So typically you have contracts, attorney might draft it. It can typically be in the form of a JV agreement for that gap funding where they're partnering up with you on the deal, or it could be something that you're doing a personal guarantee on that. Sometimes if you don't feel comfortable doing a personal guarantee on your deal, don't get people's money because you're not that confident in it. Make sure you're confident in your deal. All right, my name is Gene Garan. Hopefully you liked this video. If you found any value, like, subscribe to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. I am a hard money lender, I'm a contractor. Also, I have my real estate license. I can help you guys navigate anything in the space of real estate. If you're trying to invest for flipping, trying to build your rental portfolio, we make it full circle. From the acquisitions to the funding, all the way to the contracting. We make it easier for you. So if you like this, leave a comment below. I appreciate it. Thank you for watching the video. See you guys in the next.